welcome back to my channel. I'm Gina Pina. I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about my hair and what's going on and how it is slayed to the goals. Shout out to my amazing cousin for the install that she did on my hair. She's done one install of the microlinks, and then she did a retighten for me for my birthday because a week before my birthday I had my son and I needed to feel like a bad bitch, because that's what I am. I'm a bad bitch, and I wasn't feeling like a bad bitch. I was feeling like a sad bitch. So she had to get me right with my little microlinks. You feel me? You did. She had to get me right. So I just want to say shout out to her. Over the last few months I've had microlinks. Since one of my friends was teaching her sister how to do them, and she did them on my hair. So I'm just coming to tell you guys the honest opinion on how I feel about them. And I'm gonna be like all the other YouTubers who be like, hey guys, so I'm looking down because I made all the notes and I just want to make sure I touch on all the points. So I will have my handy dandy phone and I will be looking at it so I can make sure I hit all the points so I don't miss anything. So I know microlinks are super popular right now, but I just want to let y'all know that I am not new to this. I'm true to this. I graduated high school in 2015. When I was a sophomore, 2012 through 2013, my cousin was doing microlinks on me. So I'm an OG to this. Like, I'm not new to this, but I was pretty hesitant about getting microlinks just because I am natural. I try to straighten my hair maybe like twice a year, maybe once. Typically I'll straighten my hair for my birthday because if I'm not wearing a wig. But in the colder months, like, the natural girls will get a little silky silk press. But I have seen that microlinks are super popular, so I was like, let me hop on it. Okay, and here I am with this video, dropping all the tea for you, honey. Without further ado, let's jump in. So microlinks are a type of hair extension that is secured on the natural hair with a silicone bead. I'll insert a clip showing you guys the bead. So here I will show you guys what the products look like that are going to be used on your hair if you do end up going with the service. What I'll be covering next is how much the service costs, what kind of hair do you use, how many bundles are needed, and advising you to plan for tightenings and removals when you're thinking about getting microlinks. So the service so from what I've seen, the service typically costs about $300 to $1,000. It is on the pricey side. It's a little expensive, so you can think about getting, make sure you got the money for it because it is expensive. But it also really depends on the stylist and where you are located. Newer stylists who are new to this are going to charge cheaper than a vet. A vet is going to charge you the vetted price. So be mindful of that. When people say microlinks, sometimes they're either talking about braidless sew-ins or they're talking about I-tip extensions. I-tip extensions are still applied to the hair with a silicone bead, but instead of having a track, it is a single piece of hair. That's not a single piece of hair, but multiple strands of hair. That's it's like a tip, and it's like squished together, and then so into the silicone bead they clamp it down, so it's causing it to be bonded to your hair through the silicone bead. I-tips are more expensive. Pricing also depends on whether your microlinks are the braidless with a track or if they are the I-tip with the strands of hair. What type of hair should you use? I recommend using good hair, okay? I do, because you can use synthetic hair, you can use virgin hair, raw hair. I do not recommend using synthetic hair. I have used synthetic hair when I was in high school. I wasn't as hip to this virgin hair, raw hair as I am now. And you know, as a high schooler, your little pockets don't be pocketing. I do not recommend synthetic hair for this. For the amount that you're going to pay for your install, it's an investment. Hair is an investment, and you do not want to invest so much money in an install for your synthetic hair to be synthetic ink. And we know what that means by synthetic ink. But if you don't know what it means, tangling, matting up together, we don't want that. We want it to be silky, to be jumping. Okay. So I don't recommend the silk synthetic hair. There's 2 bundles that have been put in my hair. And some people, when installing the microlinks, they like to put a row. So pretty much they leave out your perimeter so you can put it up in a ponytail if you want to. And then what they do, so they take out a layer, they make a layer with the silicone bead. So it'll be bead. And then they'll either put the track or the eye tips and they sew it through. And then what they do, they'll leave hair out and then put beads and then leave hair out. Some people do not leave hair in between. They will beat up your whole hair, which will allow your hair to be fuller and allow you to put more bundles in your hair. I believe how my cousin does it is she leaves out the perimeter, she puts some beads, she leaves some hair out, she puts more beads, leaves some hair out, like that, and whatever floats your stylist's boat. But I feel like these are good questions to ask because you don't want to, most of the time with this hairstyle, your stylist will recommend doing a consultation to just go over some of this basic stuff. So you know, if your stylist does not go over, I wouldn't necessarily say that's a red flag, but you know, sometimes the flags wave and we don't see the flags waving. So if your stylist doesn't bring it up, then I would most definitely ask questions, especially if you're looking at Instagram, different photos, and you see that their work is good. Let's not just shoot them down. Let's not shoot them down. Let's, you know, try to engage in conversation, you know? Yeah. This install requires you to get it tightened up if you plan on wearing it. And I have seen different people say different things about how long you should wait to come in for a retighten. Some people say you should come in within like 2 to 3 weeks. So I feel like just checking with your stylist to see what they recommend you do. That's what I would say. Checking with your stylist. Retighten usually consists of a good shampoo and a silk press and the tightening. Think about removal costs and inquiring to see how much will it be to remove it. This is not a install that you are going to be cutting the wefts out your hair. And if you do that, you're still going to have silicone beads in your hair. And I do not recommend you pulling out the beads yourself because you are going to damage your hair. And I repeat, you are going to damage your hair. And we don't want to be walking around looking like Cynthia. We do not want that. So make sure you're thinking about the removal when you are thinking about getting this install, because it's not for the meek or the weak, and you're not going to take it out. You need your stylist, a professional, to take it out for you to ensure that they're opening that bead back up and you're not just sliding the clamped bead down the hair strand. Some beads do get loose and they do that on their own, but you do not want a clamped bead to just slide down your hair because more than likely it's going to pull out your hair. I've been there, I've done that. But you know, the more you know, the more you grow. Yeah. So I don't do that anymore. I don't do that. We don't do that. We don't do that. So don't do that. Okay? Don't do that. Don't do that. How long does it last? I'm going to give my cousin a ring-a-ding and see. We can actually call her right now if she'll answer, because she's a busy woman. She is busy.
Hello?
Hey, nothing. Just a quick question. Yeah. I said, quick question. I'm recording a YouTube video about microlinks. About how often do you say that it lasts? It should last you 6 to 8 weeks. Taking care of properly. Okay. I wouldn't push past 8 weeks without having to take them out and redo them. Within that 8 week time period, I would tighten them up and go about regular. Okay, so between the 6 to 8 weeks, would you say between 3 to 4 weeks, that's when you would need it retightened? That's actually depending on how well you take care of it and it holds up more or less. If you do it if you wash it every 2 to 3 weeks, so if you wash it every 1 to 2 weeks. Okay. I said, all right, thank you. That's all. I just wanted to make sure I was giving the people the right information. That's what I would suggest. It depends on how often you wash your head. But I would definitely suggest that you wash your hair while you have it. Y'all heard the woman speak. Y'all heard my big cousin speak. The next question is, does the install hurt? And I will say no, it doesn't hurt. When the beads are getting clamped on, it does feel uncomfortable, but not in the sense of it hurts as far as getting a full sewing or a partial sewing with your hair braided. I wasn't tender-headed when I was younger, but I'm tender-headed now. I don't like people playing in my hair. I don't like sitting mad long to get a sewing done. I don't like it. It hurts. It's uncomfortable. I don't like that. I don't like it. But I can tolerate this because it's just like sometimes it feels like a minor pinch and then it's done. I will say that once your full head is done, you might have that new hair feeling, but it's not like where I would go and get my hair braided down for a sewing and I feel like I need to pop a pill for some pain, to pop a pain pill. I don't feel like that. So it doesn't hurt when the beads do get clamped. It does feel a little uncomfortable sometimes, but to me it's not really noticeable. But for the tender-headed corals or dudes, it might. Okay, so my cousin said that typically before getting them taken out, you would need to get them retightened between 2 to 3 weeks. However long you typically wash your hair, that's what you'll do. A lot of the times I'll go like a month out before washing my hair sometimes, especially like I was pregnant. Now I got a newborn, but she just come over and she does my hair. So aftercare at home, personally, I haven't washed my microlinks at home. I call up my big cousin and she washes it and she retightens it for me. You can wash them at home yourself. There are some tips in regards to you washing them at home. Make sure that you are gentle. Make sure that you are Make sure that you are gentle, very gentle, and not weighing your hair down with product, because weighing your hair down with product is going to make them slip out. Make sure that you're using a shampoo that doesn't have sulfates, parabens, oils, or silicone. Do not use conditioner at the root because conditioner has oil, and oil is going to cause premature slipping of the little silicone beads. And we don't want that. We don't want anything premature. We want it full grown. Okay. When it's time to blow dry your hair, a tip: make sure you blow dry your roots first, because when your hair is wet, okay. So when your hair is wet, it will make the beads more susceptible to slipping. So go through and make sure that you dry your roots first. That way it's dry, don't have to worry about the slipping, okay? When you're washing your hair, you might notice a bead or two slip out. Sometimes that happens. It's normal. Don't trip, don't freak. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. So don't worry about that. We'll demonstrate how to comb and how to brush your hair. Typically, the process that I would recommend is a wide tooth comb. A wide tooth comb, we always start from the ends and work ourselves up, even with natural hair. Ends to roots. And we're not even supposed to go all the way to the roots. Me, I go to the roots, but you don't go to the roots. You do as I say, don't do as I do. That's what we tell the kids. You have the wig brush. Typically, they say don't use the ones with the balls at the end, but I use the ones with the balls at the end. And then same process. We go from ends to roots. And they also say don't get too close up to the roots because you don't want to cause the premature slipping by pulling it through. And if you think about it, it's true, because you're doing all of this, and then it could cause your beads to start slipping. Then we're going to go in with this brush. This brush is to lay it. Okay, lay it and slay it. And I'm going to shake my hair up a little bit. Get a little wild for you. Okay, we're going to do like that. Okay, we're going to do like that. Okay, we're going to look a little crazy. Okay? Gonna look a little crazy. So I usually put it to the side like that. I'll go through, hold it, go through, hold it like that, do like that. And then do the other side like this. Okay, going through like that. Okay. I will take this brush, go through, hold it, go through. I feel like holding it helps to not be pulling it. Then I do like that. Yes, go up like that. Then I come in the back, get the little kinky winkies. And then we go on the other side. We do like that. Do like that. I have not eaten today, y'all. I'm so hungry and I need to eat. I need to drink some water too. I ain't been living right. Haven't been drinking my water and eating my food. And I don't want to lose the little weight that I gained from my baby because I want to be thick. I want all of it. Then I go in with this one and, make sure that the track's not showing. Make sure that, I brush the little edges. Yes. Do like that. Brush the little edges. Make sure that I get it good, do a little shotting. I'm going to show you guys how I wrap my hair. I wrap my hair using the wig brush. Using this brush, I use a hair wrap, a scarf, and a bonnet. Or if you don't want to use a scarf, you can use a hair wrap and the bonnet. And I will show you guys what I do. So I come. Pros and the cons. I'm going to start with the cons because We always start with the worst and then we work ourselves up to the best. So the cons is it's expensive. I cover that. It's expensive. Gotta have this money. You gotta pay to play. Okay, you gotta pay to play. Another con for me is that my hair has to get silk pressed while doing this. And for me, as a natural girl, that means no water, no sweating. It can frizz and it can puff up. So that's a con for me because, you know, I think this install for natural girls is better in the winter time because you're not worried about the heat and sweating. If you work out, probably not the best option for you, but you can still have them. It's not suitable for short hair. From what I have seen, it's not suitable for short hair, and I will get a reason why and insert it somewhere on this screen here. Okay. It's not a protective style. All of your hair is left out. It's not protective. Your hair is prone to heat damage. If you're not getting them tightened, it can get matted at the beads. It's not a protective style. You can make sure that you're maintaining it so you can keep up the healthy hair, but it's not a protective style, so there are some risks. Okay. Another con for me is that the stylist has to remove it because when I want it out right now. I want it all out. And sometimes when I get in those moods, I'd like to get to clipping, get to cutting, and start taking stuff out. And the beads still being in your hair, that can be a little frustrating because you have to plan for that. And sometimes when I want it out now, I want it out now. So that's the cons. The pros are it's very versatile. You can put your hair in a bun. You just have to make sure that you have enough edges to do that, because if your edges are thin, mine are thin, you'll see it, okay? You'll see the links, but I didn't want like too much left out. I don't really wear my hair up like that, and when I do, I'm usually in the house. But if you're wanting to get the most versatile look, to be able to put your hair up in a bun, make sure that you tell your stylist that you want the hair, you want to be able to put your hair up, and they need to make sure to leave enough leave out. And sometimes they don't, even when you tell them. So you need to make sure that you are advocating for yourself and letting them know that you need it to be enough. And if it doesn't look like enough to you, tell them to put more. That's if you kind of know. If you don't know, then you just gonna go with the flow. But see, like over there, this side is a little fuller, I think. But even then, like, you can kind of try to, I don't know if I'll do this right on camera because I can't see myself. I don't have that kind of camera. But if sometimes, if you comb it the right way, I don't know if I'm combing it the right way right now, but if you kind of comb it right, then, you can try to hide them. I haven't had my hair straightened I got it tightened 2 weeks ago. So, starting to kink up a little bit, especially the roots over here are starting to kink up, and then in the back. But, if you're not all up in my head, you wouldn't probably even notice too much the links if you're not all up in my hair. I would just need to kind of press and put this up over here. I don't even know what it looks like in the back, but you can do a little ponytail. I oftentimes like to wear my hair to the side. That's another thing, just making sure if you want a side part, make sure you're telling your stylist that you want a side part. Some stylists do not recommend you doing multiple parts like that, but have that discussion with your stylist. If that's what you want, that's what you want. And then also they take into consideration the condition of your hair. So have that conversation with your stylist. Like, I usually wear my hair in the middle part, but I do have some space that if I go through and part it, then I can wear my hair in a middle part. The girls be girling and looking good, honey. Okay, it's a quick install for me. The longest portion of it is the washing, the blow drying, and the flat ironing. Those take the longest in my opinion. And then once they're going through with the beads and putting the tracks in, you out the ballpark. So for me, it's a quick install. In my opinion, I would prefer to sit through this than sit through a regular sew-in. It's a super natural look, okay? Your edge is out, no lace, no case. Another one of the pros is that the install is pretty flat. If you can see that, flat, 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 super flat. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't give me headaches after I have it done, because those headaches are a super killer. They be killing the mood, killing the vibe, and I don't like that. So yeah. And then another thing is you can have variety of textures with it, especially if you are using virgin hair. You can have the natural textures, and then you can also color it to try to like best match your hair. I feel like like my hair blends. It's not exactly the same color. I didn't use enough like violet or like this fuchsia kind of color inside of the extensions. Now I can give you guys my honest opinion. So I love microlinks. I really do. I like how versatile it is, where I can put my hair up, you know, when I'm in the house and walking around. I love how natural it looks. I love how natural it looks. I don't have to do anything when I wake up, really. Just unwrap my hair. I don't have to put my cap on. I just go. Okay? It's super convenient for me as a busy mom, just being able to wake up with my hair done. And it makes me feel pretty, like having my hair done, not having to do anything when I wake up. Like, it's amazing. My hair also does really well with silk presses. I don't sweat. I'm pretty lazy, low movement, don't do too much. I also like that I was able to color the hair extensions instead of like buying them like already colored, because I feel like it's easier to match your hair color when you can color it with the same hair dye. I like that it's a fast install. My cousin does it pretty fast. So I love my microlinks. I really do. I just love how natural it looks also. And I be feeling like I'm that girl, honey. I feel like I'm that girl. So yeah, guys, I love it. I love it. I love it. I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know if you guys have any questions. And I look forward to seeing you guys next video. Bye. Love you.